it's a bot.
Yeah, this is a bit special, this one, Ron. It's actually a full
Hey, guys.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, all right. I won't give anything away then.
Hey, me too. Yeah, let's leave it for Zachary.
Can you see anything, guys?
Yeah, we can, man.
Is it from Dubai?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just live from Gulf Summit, blockchain summit.
How's it going over there?
Right.
Well, it's fine. It's okay.
Do you see any Russian speakers?
That was funny comment.
Well, the last time there were only Russian speakers. Like 90%.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah.
Why is everybody smoking?
Hi, guys.
Just me.
I think Chuck says on his own wave, he'll have the munchies soon. He'll be okay.
Me too.
To be honest, not only you. So.
Hey, Alex.
Hey.
Hey, Alex.
Hey.
It's a smoke.
Hey, everybody. I'm not sure my video is good enough. The Wi-Fi here is good enough for the video, so
It's good.
We see you.
fast this time.
We see you.
It's a smoker's paradise today. It's a smoker's call. See, there's 12 people. What do you think? Time to go? Love to finish this in an hour if it's possible. So let's start. So yeah. So hi everybody, welcome to community call number 75. We have some really we don't have a lot of presentations, but the ones we have I like. We already gave one away if you were watching. Anyway, glad to see you all here. Would like to see you all here, so please, as always, turn your cameras on if you can. Actually, turn your cameras on. Also, please save any questions that you might have for presenters until they're finished with their presentation. And for our YouTube viewers, please leave your comment or question in the YouTube live stream chat, and we will absolutely get to it at the end. All right, so I actually do have some news. So proposals. First of all, that's functioning properly. We sent a first test proposal for the African Blockchain Institute's hackathon token requests a week and a half ago. That went through and that got passed. That was accepted. So we uploaded a few last week, and let's see. We have Pi Capital, which is a new partner. There was a KPI report and token request from AEC that got passed by the skin of its teeth, I might say, right at the last minute at the wire, but that was interesting and fun. And also same thing goes for PokerTon. So those passed. We actually do have two proposals that are in voting right at the moment as we speak with, I don't know, something like an hour to go, which are the Wiki Subgovernance, who requested more tokens to continue doing what they do. And also BetCrypt 365, which is an on-chain gambling company that wants to partner. We'll see what happens there. Also, payments, right? We've been talking about it. So guess what? The custodians have been changed over. I just want to personally thank all of the global governance members, new and old, for basically giving up their entire Friday last week to test and retest and retest. I think the multi-sig was restarted like 100 times. And looks like everything works. So fingers crossed, we're gonna get your tokens to you, hopefully by the end of the week, meaning likely Friday. All right, so we're back in business. So hooray! It was a hurdle, it was a hump, but we had to get over it. So there you go. So that is all for me. As everybody can see, Mita is at a conference in Dubai, so we're not going to have any technical updates. And I think we're just going to get right into presentations. Yeah. So let's start with Academy Subgovernance, since all of you fine folks are here. It's going to be a collective presentation. We have Darkwing, we have Eugene, and I think Nima might also be here. Is Nima here?
We don't see him yet. I
So
don't see on the list.
Okay.
We're prepared. We are
Okay,
prepared.
we're prepared. All right, good. And I think you're going to talk about something dealing with Android and iOS mobile apps, which is interesting. So please.
And that too. What we need is for somebody to allow Alex to share his screen.
yes, let me just a second. I will start the presentation.
Yes, and while Alex is preparing, again, we are very happy to be here, everyone. Greetings from sunny Miami, in my case. We, this time, decided instead of presenting ourselves to prepare a pre-recorded video for you. So here it is, Alex. Go ahead.
Yes,
Questions
thank you.
after.
Yes, Zoom can be a little bit slower. Don't worry, but we have YouTube link too. So let's start.
Go ahead.
How to find Freeton Academy. It's very easy, just open the Google and write Freeton Learning. Our link will be first. Also, you can write Freeton Academy or just TON Academy. On our site you can find many courses on various topics from programming and yoga to cooking. It's very easy to enroll them, just click and enjoy your learning. Finally, we have 891 users, 34 teachers, 47 courses, and 1,041 comments. We also try to improve our search results and analyze our website with number of instruments, Google Search, Google Analytics, and Alexa ratings. To be honest, we didn't expect such results and don't use special ad for this. As you can see, we don't have bot users. This rating is great respect to our teachers who create unique and useful content. We are planning to continue improving our rating and become better. As you can see now, we have Alexa rating higher than any other website in Freeton except freeton.org. We start making NFT certificates, and by the end of voting for the course contest stage 2 will prepare a number of certificates like this. Also, we plan to use random generating certificates and pictures for Academy. Part of funds from selling such pictures will go to Academy Multic. We wait for approval of Android and iOS app. Accounts for publishing registered, and an Academy group will be publishing test version of apps you see on my screen now. It's running with emulator. After successful approve, it will be one of first apps except TonSurf and Wallet, which will be published in both apps. Just need some time. User will be able to test them before official publishing. Currently, 49,314 ton crystals have been distributed. What was done? Website done it, we continue to improve it. Apps are on finishing stage and soon will be available to download on your phone. More certificates will be in the Academy. There is no limit to perfection. We are planning to renew our multisig with % from new courses. We have not bad rating, but we won't stop and continue to improve it.
Good job, guys.
Well, there you go.
That's it.
Can I be the first? I'm gonna second what Joanne had written. First of all, as far as productivity meant, guys, gals, you guys rock. It's awesome. Very good job. But the music,
Oh,
it competes with the voice. It's just that's the first thing that just jumps right out at me. You guys get it. Maybe it's nice and modern and all that kind of stuff. We have so many talented musicians in free time.
Granted, Ron. Absolutely.
Maybe even
Again,
use one of the winning soundtrack contests.
Yes,
contest submissions. Yeah,
Maybe why not? Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
I just use. Why not?
definitely.
and the other
I
thing
think-
is, you guys, if you could find like a native speaker who can voice over. the whole thing.
This is better. This is better. This is a computer generated voice.
Yes, it's
So-
automate.
Yes.
I don't know speech.
We think it's just the best. Costs nothing, and it's acceptable quality.
No,
matter.
there's no cost. I mean, we have Joanne, for instance, who would probably be willing to lend a hand.
Wasn't it Ben, by the way? I thought it was Ben.
Yes, that was me.
maybe Ben have another job and he worked like
Yeah, we didn't want to impose on anyone's time, actually, and this did the computer generation. But again, of course, we would love to have Joanne or Ben or even you, Ron, help us with any voices. So
Yeah, I'd be happy to, but I believe from a marketing standpoint, it's always just more marketable when it's
Yeah.
Even you,
No.
Ron, yes.
yes, it
Even
was,
me.
Noted.
It was
Noted.
yes, thank you very much for your comments. Yes, it was the first step from from presentation in PDF and PowerPoint to video presentation with effects and so on.
Any
Yeah,
other
I want to
questions?
second Ron. You just tone down a little bit the music. That's the only comment from me.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Thank you.
Is
Anything
that
else, guys?
any questions or comments for the Academy folks? That was short, sweet, and to the point. It was good, man, and the results are great. So, I mean, what can I say?
My only other comment is pretty soon we will probably coming to the community and respectfully asking for some additional tokens once we run out. I hope we're putting them to good use, and this is what we intend to continue to do. So thanks for the community for support. Thank you.
By the way, as I mentioned in the video, I really try to trust that it can be like a real business project. In video, it was very fast, but we are planning to make some percent of payments which teachers will get from their courses, payment courses, and yes, it will. The main idea that it will become the real business, something like this.
Yeah. I would mention one more thing, perhaps, if I may, Ron, and that is last week we had a milestone reached. We had the first off-chain course actually taught by Academy members at the educational institution. It happened to be a St. Petersburg Institute of Optics and Mechanics. And Dmitry Gotchko, I don't know if he's here with us today, but I'd like to extend a word of thanks to him and his son, who prepared and actually taught the first course by the Academy. So thank you, guys. Thank you for doing that.
Oh, awesome. Very good. That's
And
cool.
by the way, I lost this idea. I want to say that the main idea that what else it will become in the future, this project was born in Free TON and with support by Free TON. I think it's very important to create such business projects from such blockchain projects.
Excellent. All right. Look forward to seeing many more great things from you guys. Good job. Okay. Anybody with a comment or question, or do we move on to the next presentation? Okay, let's go to the next presentation. So this is what I was kind of referring to as something extra special. We have Zachary, obviously, from China with us today. Zachary, hello. Thank you for coming. Thank you for spending your evening with us, who has actually two projects that he'd like to present. The first of which is TonLoot, which we've all heard a lot of buzz about, at least I have, and I know we've played around with it. We've seen what it can do. It's really, really fun and really cool, but most of all, it's something new and works through Surf. Anyway, I'm not going to take the thunder away from Zachary. He'll tell you all about it. And also NFTwiki. So one and the other. So Zachary, if you're ready, we're ready to hear. Zachary? Can't hear you.
Sorry, I was on mute.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. So can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How about now?
Yep.
Okay. So okay. Hi guys. So today I would like to present you two projects because at the moment we think it would be worse if we speak a few words about the NFTwiki as well, because we're planning to integrate this with Free TON. And then secondly, we're going to demonstrate to you about the TonLoot and the recent developments and updates. Okay, so the first one is the NFTwiki. So what is NFTwiki? We created this project in early June, and the first version was listed on late July, I think. Yeah, so the NFTwiki is basically an NFT aggregator. Like it aggregates all different NFT works across different marketplaces. For example, like Foundation and OpenSeas, Super Rare and Rarible, etc. And then we aggregate them all together into a single app. And by the way, the app is already listed on the market. And so in that case, then people can basically browse them, and they can do all the votes and likes and dislikes, as well as comments, and they can start a conversation on top of this, any works they like or they hate. So this is what we call the NFT consensus. So basically, we were creating an NFT consensus across multiple different NFT marketplaces. And that's what we call the appreciation to earn, like A2E. So when people are doing consensus, then they will give them very tiny rewards. And then thirdly, so we're doing the NFT crowdfunding. For example, if they have some very big comments on big consensus on a particular work, they can basically start doing crowdfunding. Like they can buy or own this particular work in a fractionalized way, and they can buy this by Ethereum, and they can possibly buy this by using Ton Crystal. So in future. And currently, we've already online for 2 months, and we now have around 100,000 NFT works, and you have 240,000 votes, like likes or dislike, and 18,000 comments. And now we have over 2,000 registered users at the moment, and our Twitter account have I think almost 5,000 genuine NFT participants, like the artists and NFT traders and etc. So what we're going to do next. So firstly, we were going to try to store all these consensus data on chain, and we were talking about store everything on Freeton. Like we create an NFT mirror, and then we store whatever the consensus data is, and on blockchain on Freeton, and then we can retrieve all the consensus via DBots and smart contracts. So basically, we're trying to make the Freeton network become the biggest NFT consensus database, so people can basically using them for their own projects or marketplace or whatever. And then we're trying to reward them using Ton Crystal. So that's a good starting point to let them recognize and to get familiar with Freeton. And maybe we're using a TIP3 token as well. And secondly, for the crowdfunding function, we can basically use Ton Crystal to bid on all different major NFT marketplace. So that's our plan. So, and here's a diagram. So you have on the left side, you have the NFT participants, curators, artists, and lovers, traders. And basically all their consensus data will be stored on chain, on Freeton. So our developers are working on these. And then for all the high consensus NFT works, they can start doing crowdfunding and maybe through Ton Bridge. So basically people can own all different kinds of NFT works on different blockchains. Okay, so that's the project we're working on. And the second one is the TonLoot. So the TonLoot, I think most of you guys have already seen the video, right?
Us. For millions of years,
Can you hear
there
the
has
voice?
been no bridge
Can
or
you hear the sound?
wormhole connected to our universe. The blockchain is the perfect way to bridge the two because of the time linear interaction of nature.
Sorry, guys, can you still hear me?
Yes, all good. And we can
Okay,
see it too.
Okay, yeah. Okay, the second one is TonLoot. So this project we basically started 1 month before. And what is TonLoot? We're thinking the TonLoot will be the first game metaverse in Freeton ecosystem. And user can basically create or play or earn and trade all this TonLoot equipments and gears and heroes and everything in TonLoot metaverse. And they can play while DBots, first of all, and also they can play on a Web3 like web page. So from a website. And most importantly, the TonLoot is an open metaverse. That's what we're planning. So basically, we define all the contracts and interfaces, and anyone can work on top. So basically, they can develop their own DBots or smart contracts or game apps on top of TonLoot. So we were giving them all the APIs and interfaces. And at the moment, it's a community project. Like we have a team of 6. So they come from different backgrounds. They have game developers, designers, and front-end developers. And we're welcoming more devs and designers and writers join us. And we call it like a D&D, like Dungeon and Dragon hyper theme. What do we mean hyper theme? Basically, we have the Dungeon and Dragon background, but then it's a mixture of different game elements and different cultures. And that's because it's a mixture of our own ideas and many other different GameFi or metaverse or P2E games projects, because we've already played and tried and researched many other metaverse projects at the moment. So we kind of borrow a few ideas from others, for example, like Dom Hoffman and his Loop project. And then we kind of borrowed some idea from the AC, like Andrew Cronier, his like a Rarity game, and also some other games like Lyre of Wisdoms and this Dragon games, and many others. Now we were doing investigating on another one called the Black Forest. I think they're very brilliant. So they're using this ZK snark. They're using this different algorithm to basically make the game become keep the secret from different players. And that's our roadmap. So at the moment, we've already have the website and social channels ready. And then we come online with a mini teaser game called TonLoot Gotchi. Basically, you can feed and play with the Gotchi while debugs and the website. And then we were going to do the loopbacks claim in this month. And then next month, there will be the hero. So you can own your own hero, like your adventurer. And the XP system as well, the level system will be online. So basically you can do your adventure and you can do roaming and complete tasks to gain your experiences and to do the level up. And then we will then roll out the TonLoot Gold, which could be a tip3 token in free tone. And also you can do the loot staking. So basically you can earn golds and etc. From out of your loot bags. And then we'll have the adventure games and debugs in December. And then all the other components like attributes for the hero and the potions and craftings and everything in January, possibly. And then the API, the interface, and the marketplace will be ready in January as well. So hopefully, just hopefully, because we need more developers and devs to join us. And then we'll have the Dragon War and the territory wars and maps ready in February. And we'll have more other components and games ready. So first of all, the website. So the website is already there. It's tonloot.com. So basically you guys can just can visit it. And we have the Look Dog Cafe, so which is our forum. So the forum is up and running as well. And then you have the social channels ready. So we have our TonLoot news in Telegram, and we have the Twitter ready as well. It's called TonLoot. And the first mini game, so that one is up and running. So the little Gotchi is already been alive for three days. So very lucky it's not dead yet. So it's a teaser game. So basically our developers just made this for fun. And it's free to play, so there's no cost except a tiny bit of the gas. And we have a special thanks to Ben. Ben has helped us to do a great deal. And he helped us to do the final polishing of the words and text and everything. And now, up to now, I think we've already have more than 50 very kind-hearted the free toners. So they take care of the little Gotchi. And so whenever they do that to play and to help him sleep and feed and to wash the Gotchi, so they will earn the Gotchi's love points. And the love point would finally come to like some kind of rewards at the end. Maybe we'll do the rewards when Gotchi was 1 month old, maybe possibly, because we're still doing all the draft. And then we have the wormhole. So the TonLoot wormhole is something just kind of like a game launchpad. So you can play all these games and little apps and mini games on launchpad, on wormhole. So you can either launch them on website, like a Web3 application, or you can just copy and paste the debug address. So you can basically play this in debug. But the difference is the debug will be just basically just text and very very small pictures and images. But on the Web3, you have better experiences. So you can do the interactions and there will be animations, etc. So as you can see, so we're planning to all different games subsequently. Like you have the loopback claimings and hero. You can summon your hero, and you have the adventures and then you can hire your companions like your pets and like unicorns, for example. And then we will go to the Dragon War. So the Dragon War basically, you can team up, you can form your own team and to feed a dragon. So there will be a handful of dragon, which is hidden. So their eggs is hidden in the loot bags. So like 1 out of 100, one out of 100, like 1% chance you'll get a dragon egg. And so people team up and feed the dragon all together, and they can do the dragon slaying, etc. Yeah. So this is the loopback. So we're still working on it. So it will be ready possibly next week. So the loopback is basically just we borrow the idea from the loot, which is made by Dom Hoffman. So the loopback is basically you can claim 8 different equipments or gears, and they have different rarities. So the more the rarer the gear is, then the more valuable the loopback is. So and you can equip this loopbacks on top of your hero. So you will have a visualize interface on website, and also you can basically just check them or claim them on DBots. Okay, and then so we still want more talented devs and artists and writers join us. So just feel free to contact me and to the team, and we can basically work on this all together. Yes, so that's my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Zachary. That is, first of all, hey, Chuck, can you mute? Thank you. That's, first of all, it's incredibly creative. Second of all, it actually reminds me of when my parents used to send me away to summer camp when I was 9 so they can get rid of me for 4 weeks. And I learned to play Dungeons and Dragons there. I was a nerd.
Okay.
It just that's so cool. And yeah, I mean, look, we have questions, obviously. So Eugene, your hand's raised. Go first.
Yes, Zachary, first of all, thank you so much. I mean, this is incredible. Guys, just look at what times we live in when something like this is becoming possible on blockchain. I think it's incredible. So a word of thanks. Second, I have a couple of questions with respect to your NFT wiki. What if an artist places the same object of digital art on 2 different NFT platforms? Will your wiki system be able to find out that it is the same work by the same artist? That's my first question. And the second question, have you thought at all about any rights being transferred from the artist to the buyer at a platform eventually when you have your own marketplace? Is there a space for legal analysis and territorial analysis with respect to rights transfer? Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I actually just interject, right, just for a second? Because again, if it's done through a DBot and it's done, none of the things apply. Okay, I'm sorry, Zachary, go ahead.
Okay, okay, thank you, Eugene. So the first question, yes, of course, we've already sorted out. So basically, when we aggregate all different kinds of NFT from different artists, we will store their own wallet address. So basically, you can deduplicate all different artists and we into their own wallet. So we've already done this. So you can basically see different works from different platforms, but they belongs to the same artist. So you can basically when you browse the artist, you can find all kind of works from across the different marketplace. Yeah, and the second question, yes. To be honest, we haven't sorted out the crowdfunding things. So that's why we come to Free TON. So we need help and support, and maybe collaboration from the other players. For example, maybe Tonebridge. If we work with Tonebridge, then we can do a vote, like vote on Ethereum, and this vote will be decentralized, and we can use a vote to open up a wallet and use the wallet to bid on, for example, on Foundation, on OpenSea, and we can acquire the NFT works and lock it on the bridge. And that would be that would be big potential. Think about this: if we have like hundreds or thousands of different NFTs, which is purchased by Free TON like Tone crystal holders, and all the NFT works with value locked or like staked on free tone. So that'll be fantastic.
Yeah, that's being worked on, by the way. Yep, absolutely.
Yes.
Does that answer your question, Eugene?
Yes, thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing more from you guys. Thank you.
Darkwing.
Yes, by the way, thank you very much. They're a very wonderful project, because I think it's clear that Pixel theme and retrowave and so on is very close to me. It's very great. And by the way, I just download the NFTwiki app on iOS, and it's very fresh design and very great. By the way, I only have one question. I like the idea, the concept of Wikipedia on blockchain. It's very close and interesting to me, like Everpedia or something like this. And I just want to know, do you use blockchain technology, some blockchain technology in posts? I mean, in accepting post, in posting post, and are data about this post or about NFT pictures being pulled from the blockchain or not? It's
sorry, you mean to store all the NFT tags and images?
Yes.
Yes. So at the moment, we're not storing on the actual NFT contents on free tone. We mirror the actual token ID, the contract address, as well as the token ID on free tone. And then what we're trying to store on free tone is basically just all the consensus data, the consensus, all the likes and dislikes, and also their comments, like their opinions, and their conversation regarding particular works. So these comments and replies we store on free tone at the moment is as a hash map. So we store this all in a single contract. But basically, we can optimize these. We can, for example, we can maybe try to use true NFT. So we can store them as a true NFT format or something. Yeah.
Great. It's real something like NFTwiki and blockchain. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very, very great.
Okay, and Chuck, please.
Yeah, not so much a question. I just wanted to say good job on the bot, on the Gotchi. I enjoyed playing with it. I spent a couple of hours with it already. It's great. So I wanted to ask you, are you planning to do more of those? Like, for example, different Gotchi, maybe I can collect them, maybe I can make them, something like that?
Yeah, that would be a fantastic idea. Yeah, we were thinking if the Gotchi, the first one, if it's well accepted, then we probably will do the version 2. The version 2, basically everyone can have their own path. And also, yeah, so I particularly appreciate Ben. So Ben come up with all this fantastic text and all the words, because we're not very good in English writing. Yeah.
I think you're being too kind there, Zachary. I literally just helped them edit the final few bits. The work you guys have done has been amazing. So,
thank you.
Yeah. What can I say? Don't forget to wash your Gotchi.
Yeah, let's see how long he lives.
Thank you. Look, great work, Zachary. Your team. That's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, well, we have to get back to rebranding. We got to talk about it. There's nothing we can do. Gosh, I got to say, you know, I have like stuff to do and documents to write, and I see the chats blow up with all the different names and everything else, and it's kind of like a drug. You just go right to it and start, you know, coming up with your own. And I'm done. I'm done. There's just too many proposals and everything else. But at the end of the day, we really have to nail this down. We have to do it quick for reasons that are beyond just picking a name. There's an event in Malta in November. There are people waiting to know, how to rebrand their own resources, their sites, everything else. Everybody on this call has something to do with the Ton Crystal and how this is going to work. So I don't know, Alex, do you want to?
Can you actually hear me or not really?
Yeah, we can.
Because it's quite loud here. Well, first of all, hi from Dubai. Look at this beautiful Bitcoin kind of thing here. Trying to change it to crystal, but it's not easy. That was a joke. Look on Rebranding. I'll try to be short because it is noisy here, and I'm not sure about the internet connection. So I think we've now gone a circle where a lot of members from the community had a chance to brainstorm. I personally myself, with my own hands, kind of looked at 200 ideas flying around the different community channels and selected, like, I think 10 last week, which again were discussed. And then there was a short list. And then there was eventually kind of a short vote today of some of the branding options that were selected by Wachsman and some folks from with marketing background. In the DeFi Alliance and Ton Labs and from a few other teams. It's difficult, of course, it's going to be difficult to find a consensus in decentralized community. There are a lot of fans for the second network, and I don't want to go into explanations, but the idea is that it opens a lot of avenues for the creative marketing opportunities. They're outlined in details in the one-pager that was attached today in the community call, so I don't want to go into the details. But I have to say, from the marketing standpoint, it's indeed that it's an extremely exciting thing. There can be things like, I second that, or Solana is down, wait a second. So all of that kind of creative stuff. But it is proving to be a little bit controversial, mostly because some people say, well, it's second-hand, and it's a second network after what? After Bitcoin or after internet. So there is some controversy to that. I think what we're going to end up doing is giving 2 to 3 names to Wachsman for detailed, coming obviously from the community vote today, for detailed strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities and threats analysis for SWOT. Thank you, John. I know that one from my executive MBA, and although many years ago. And and then we would have to put it to the vote, I think, of the global governance, because we cannot continue going in circles. So that's very briefly the process. I know everybody is passionate about different names. I had my personal favorite, which is not even on that list that I shared, but I'm trying to be humble, shut up, and go a little bit with the flow and trust some professionals. We can have a discussion, but I suggest we keep it short because it can be for an hour. It has, whoever has something really important to say, I suggest to speak up. I'm personally, just maybe closing remark, I personally think we can do a lot of with second. I think we can do processes quite good from the meaning standpoint. It's not as powerful from the marketing creativity potential standpoint, but it's kind of a simpler and less controversial a little bit. So that's just 2 cents from me.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you. I also like sub-second. Sorry, I have the floor. I can do that. Yeah, let's get some thoughts on this. Does anybody have Darkwing, go.
Yes, I want to share some idea that, for example, for me, it's not until the end what the name will be at the end. Because I really believe that the main idea and the main strength of this project is the community, current and which will come in the future. Because, as an example, in our Subgov, I periodically book some various domains awaiting for rebranding. By the way, on the previous week, I just booked metachain.university. But that's not really important. Why? Because when we started, we couldn't know where everything would come. But during these months of work, we have proved the main idea. And I think it's one of the main idea of free TON now, that we personally, our group, our subgovernments, can work as a group of people. And I will say that no matter what the name will be, we are, for example, ready for changes because we have an experiment, and now we know that we have the team and we can repeat the same results, even shorter, on new domain, on new platform, and so on. And I think I just want to say maybe to other members that to write some different words about rebranding, good or bad. I think it's good, and it's not really important for projects because teams which were built in Free TON now, they prove this experiment that people which have never known each other can work together on main idea, and I think it's important. Just want to share my thoughts.
That was incredibly eloquent and very well put, inspirational even. So
thank you.
So thank you for that. Never mind the shit. Oh, I'm sorry, we're live. Ben,
I feel like
this was good. It was good.
my point may be a bit lame compared to Darkwing's very eloquent speakings then. But yeah, I've been having a few Googles around this. I know obviously there's a few people who have some reservations around the whole idea of branding, rebranding. But just for a bit of anecdotal things, Backrub is a name not a lot of people may be familiar with. Backrub was the original name for Google. So, you know, the effect a name can have on a company and its presence in the world is huge. A couple of my other favorites were Brad's Drinks, I think they were called, which sounds a bit, but Brad's Drinks went on to be Pepsi. Blue Ribbon Sportswear went on to be Nike. So, you know,
it's Nike, you Brit, you. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it, and I think importantly, as the name we choose is the kind of standing behind it. So, like we say, I mean, it's decentralization. We're not always going to get the decision we would have chose personally, but you know, once it's been made, we have to get behind it, and as Darkwing was saying there, you know, really kind of show our community spirit. That sounds really lame now. I knew it would sound lame, but hey, that's what I do. I'm lame. I'm proud.
and you're brilliant, and that's awesome, and that's absolutely correct. Nothing to add. Eugene.
Yes, thank you. I just want to make a comment in support of rebranding. I just wanted to remind everyone, I'm here in the United States, and anytime you mention the previous name, an association comes up, which we don't want to come up in people's minds. And the US being the major market, maybe the biggest market for blockchain products and services, I think it's absolutely a right decision to choose something that will have no negative associations with anything in the past and just move forward. Ben gave wonderful examples of rebranding that was extremely successful. So I think we will repeat that success. Thank you.
Thank you. Also very eloquent. And Alexander, you had your hand up. Now it's down. Okay. If you do want to say something, Alex, go ahead. But yes, I second all the motions. Correct.
You second all the motions, Ron. You second all the motions, right?
Oh, good catch. I sub-second all of them.
You see? You see?
Good. Yeah, absolutely. So, anyone else? If not, okay. We're actually done with primary presentations. We're done with the rebranding discussion. Now, we go to Ben for this week's Ben's Bits. Ben?
We've come to our secondary slot. Hey. Right, which page do I have my notes on? Get me a little notepad out.
Oh, you're right. I need to stop saying that. You're right. You just caught me. I realized that.
No, that's again, these are like the little teasers, aren't they, really? So it's just a few pointers, little bits and pieces, which I've seen going on this week, which, you know, it's all about giving credit where it's due, isn't it? So the Desocial Heroes has ran its first month. There's some reports coming in from that, and the statistics are looking really good. Obviously, I've been working myself with Nima on the Twitter front. You've had a couple of guys working on LinkedIn, and yeah, it's a really good initiative. I think the results are going to start flowing in, and they already are. The Twitter analytics are looking fantastic, to be honest, this month in particular. So again, hats off to Nima. He's been carrying me on Twitter, to be honest. There's been a new Subgovernance set up recently. It's not brand new, but the cryptography Subgovernance have recently launched a jury contest. So if anyone out there has, you know, some kind of specialist knowledge in the areas of cryptography specifically, and we are talking, it's quite a specialist working group, this one. But please do go over there. That, you know, you're very much needed in that group at the minute. And, you know, I think they're going to have some big things going forward, led by our very own Noam, I believe, or not led by, but, you know, kind of being motivated and, yeah, organised by. I've got a little trailer for Nevermind the Shitcoins episode 2, which I may play out if we've got a second left at the end, but it was a great episode again this week. So, yeah, as Joanne will tell you, we had Susanna Say Yes from the Say Yes to Fire podcast. It was absolutely lovely. We're getting some really nice crossover audience stuff now, so yeah, it's brilliant. I love it. So if you've not checked it out, it's out now. Bitmart, reasonably, I'm not big on centralized exchanges myself, but Bitmart have listed wrapped ton this week, which is good. Again, more trading, more pairs, more options for the traders out there. The soundtrack contest, I don't know if anyone, I kind of feel a little bit for the people judging this one. Yeah. More than 60 entries, which is huge. We're going to have like a now Free Ton Greatest Hits album coming out soon, I think. We'll have to do like a 5-part compendulum. I would struggle to choose a favourite. This one in particular, I don't feel has got enough attention. Broxus, my God, hats off to the Broxus team. They have launched, in one day, they launched 4 bridges. Which kind of, as with all the news we've got going on here, I don't think has really had the noise it's deserved. But yeah, in the same day, they launched a bridge at the ETH, the Binance Smart Chain, Phantom, and Polygon. 2 Free Ton chains are all now twisting and working together in that beautiful way that bridges do. So again, awesome work, Broxus team. And just another little one, Blockster. I've been speaking to their lovely people. We have a bit of an informal partnership with them with Community Ton now as well. So we're going to set up some pages over there, a bit of a social presence. It's quite a nice little new up and coming kind of engage. Well, I don't know what you call it. Social media micropayments. There's a specialist name for it. Social mining. That would be the one. A social mining kind of platform, but it's all crypto specific. They'll also be doing some exclusive content for Nevermind the Shitcoins as well. So, you know, might as well go sign up, have a look what it's about, early adopters and all that. So, yeah, if we've still got 30 seconds, which I believe we do, don't we, Ron?
Absolutely.
I will share my screen and remember to share my audio this time. Because, there we go, and share sound. Oop. Can you see me?
Susanna, good luck.
Yes.
Yeah, right, there we go. Yeah, after all the faffing I had last time. But yeah, here we go.
Susanna, good luck.
Thank you.
It's not gonna be easy.
Shall I put you out your misery, guys?
No. There was a headline that was something about
who wants to use waterfalls to fight cocaine dealers? Why is a Danish museum fuming over their latest exhibit, Take the Money and Run?
Yes, I don't. You should feel proud that you didn't get it.
I'll go to church.
No, I'm and Susanna. Right, so you guys go first for me. You ready for this? Our first celebrity.
No.
Yeah. Shall I just give you the answer, guys? I think
wait,
but what did you say about the ski?
What you have to pull.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah. But no, this was not Dwayne the Jock. Dwayne the
Jock.
Dwayne the Jock.
The jock strap.
Yeah. There we go. Stop sharing. Yeah, another really great episode. It was so much fun, wasn't it? Like I say, Susanna, Mark came on. Mark Feldman. He had a brief appearance, although he had a few connection issues. So yeah, if you've not checked out the episode yet, please do. You know, you'll have a laugh, hopefully. And that's it for my bits this week. Thank you very much, everyone.
Fantastic. just a great way to end. Absolutely. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. All right, we're going to go to YouTube questions, but just before we do that, I do have, and it's actually apropos to say this now, I am going to be gone for the next few weeks, and Ben has graciously volunteered to take my spot as host of the weekly community call until I return. Thank you very much, Ben.
So if you're not sick of the sound of my voice, you will be soon.
So yeah, that's going to happen. And so for those of you who need to present a topic, if you write to me, I will try to respond. Of course, there's no such thing as never working. That's just not in my vocabulary, but nonetheless, I may be otherwise engaged, and so I might not be able to answer you within the requisite amount of time. So Ben would be your first go-to for trying to get a topic in for next week's call and the weeks after. If not, I'm sure Roman would be more than happy to assist. And as a absolute critical fallback, I think Joanne might also help, but I know she's inundated. She has a lot on her shoulders right now, but yeah, so please, until I return, and which will be mid-November. Sorry, it's just the reality. So yes, please take that into account. All right, let's go to YouTube questions. We don't have a lot. We have a lot of positive comments and support, but what we do have is a question that says, can I ask where the idea of rebranding Free TON came from? It came from basically the blockchain community that's outside of Free TON that essentially said that anything connected to TON is a bad idea. The second, which Alex mentioned just a few minutes ago. Also, I don't want to speak for Mita, but I think he won't get too angry if I say that basically if you go and look at the code behind what is Free TON right now, it has nothing to do with TON anymore, except for maybe, a couple things. So it doesn't really make sense to continue and call something. If you started with a Chevrolet and you built a Ferrari using, I don't know, the bumper of the Chevrolet, no insult, of course, to TON, you really can't call it a Chevrolet anymore. It's now a Ferrari, and that's just a fact. So we're evolving, and this is where the idea came from, and it's a good one because in the end of the day, the TON project as its original self, look, everybody's just needs to accept the fact that it's not happening, and whoever's forking it or doing whatever they're doing with it, good luck to them. Wish them all the best. And I smile when I say that. So yeah, so that's where it came from, and it's the right idea, and it's the way to go. Blockchain is one of those things where it constantly evolves, and we are evolving with it. So I hope that answers your question. Music is a little bit loud. I think they're referring to the Academy presentation, and yes, I second that. We talked about that. Amazing. I hope to see TonLoot soon. Well, it's already there. There's just, of course, more coming. So yes, again, Zachary, team, excellent job. Excellent. Any thoughts on the huge DeFi Alliance proposal? Right. So I did see this. I'm not going to give my thoughts. I think, as a matter of fact, we have, is Vladislav still here? No, he left. Okay, so I will give my thoughts. My initial thoughts are it's a great idea. It's not about the amounts, it's about the liquidity, and liquidity is very important. In fact, it's more important than anything. So my first thoughts are, if you actually study what the premise of the proposal is, then it's essentially going to put us, see, free ton or whatever we're going to be called sub-second, has something none of the other blockchains or neo blockchains, if you will, have. But it's not at the same level at the moment that they are. And to get to that level, we basically do have to follow certain protocols that will get us that level. And the first and foremost is liquidity. This provides it. And liquidity isn't cheap. It's not easily created. It has to be somehow, it has to be basically done by people who know what they're doing. And the people who are proposing this know what they're doing. That's been proven over the course of the last year and a half. So if I had a vote, my vote would be absolutely yes. Let's do it yesterday. If anybody else has seen it or read it, I don't know. Or am I the only one? I guess I'm the only one.
I haven't had a chance to look over all the details in with the fine tooth comb, but in principle, obviously, it's a much needed thing, of course. So I second everything you've just said there, buddy, boringly, but
yeah, it is. It really is. And that does it. And look, we're only a minute over. Last call for questions, last call for comments. Anybody want to say anything? Okay, folks, I'll try to make the community calls. I give you no promises, but I'm not going to host them for the next few weeks. Like I said, Ben will, and I love you all, and come back next week, same time, same channel. 3, 2, 1, and we're out. Thank you for coming. Have a great rest of your week.
Bye all.
Bye.